basically said that because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. So I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia. I want the family to become the Guardian.
And you guys are ready to take care of her?
100%. As long as she has people around who are yes people, the same thing is always going to occur where she would ultimately just find any excuse to be by herself so she can get back to drinking.
It appears that Wendy Williams' health issues have gotten worse because her son, Kevin Jr., is now crying over losing all of his wealth because his mother is permanently disabled. According to the most recent reports, Wendy is unable to move, communicate, or even. They claim that she is only a shadow of her former self now that she is suffering from dementia. And the reason they are disclosing all of this information at this time is due to the Unpleasant Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, which aired in early 2024, since her show got. Now, people have been snooping around for information on her situation. Let me tell you something. A lot of you think that documentaries should never have been released.
Some of the issues that are being presented in this documentary have been there before, but it just really sped up over the last 2 years or so and just mushroomed into something that felt uncontrollable. She definitely cognitively has some things that are off.
What are the Oscars? Oscars? Yeah. This weekend? What's Oscars? Well, the award show. Would you want to go to an award show and walk the red carpet? Yeah. Oh, you would?
The fact that Wendy Williams has truly turned into the Wendy Williams show and that she struggles to live her life and do some of the basic things she enjoys so easily is heartbreaking, but it also demonstrates that her health is indeed deteriorating. That documentary also revealed that Wendy has no one watching out for her best interests. Her own manager was still talking about how she was doing well and was prepared to start her own podcast, even though she is obviously having difficulties. These people should stop treating Wendy like a pile of. I genuinely want to think that Kevin Hunter Jr. misses his mother because, as you know, Wendy loves her son unconditionally, and without her, all he has left is an aggressive, abusive, broke father who doesn't even know how to take care of anyone but himself or be the active parent that Kevin needs him to be. However, some people don't really believe Kevin Jr. because Wendy has been providing for him throughout his life, even though he is legally an adult. Wendy's salary. She will never give a story like that for just $85,000. What do you mean? Is that Wendy allowed these guys to film her, get all these details, and make millions off her name for just 85 grand? Come on, let's be honest. And then there's this whole thing with her legal guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, and everyone was dragging Sabrina for controlling Wendy. This is the lawful. While Lifetime acknowledged Wendy as an executive producer of the documentary, Morrissey's guardian recently filed a lawsuit essentially stating the same thing. The project exploited Wendy because she had been diagnosed with early onset dementia and aphasia and lacked the mental capacity to consent to being filmed. Lifetime was aware of this, and everyone in her immediate vicinity knew what was going on. If you want to play devil's advocate and claim they were unaware or weren't informed, all you have to do is watch the documentary for a few minutes to see how vulnerable Wendy is. Since Wendy didn't sign a contract and wasn't in the right frame of mind to focus on her career or start a podcast, Sabrina thought the project would be abandoned right away after Wendy was diagnosed. However, everyone from her publicist to her manager and even her own son sat down to watch the documentary, and many thought they had a hand in ruthlessly making money off of her one last time.
Last night, I just feel like some things are better left unsaid or unshown, and I don't know if it's to expose what's happening around her, the people around her and what they're doing to her. If it's for that, I guess I can understand, but I have to be honest, it made me so uncomfortable. I have to turn it off. Like I can't finish watching it. I know part 2 comes out today, but I just feel like there is no reason that we needed to see her in this condition. Like with her eyes, her health, the alcohol, every single person that is currently in her life does not have her best interest at heart. And this is so sad to say, but it's like when you're on top of the world, the last thing you think is that you need to get your affairs in order. That's the last thing you think, because you don't think the people around you are plotting against you.
We don't know much about the legal guardianship, so we won't jump to the conclusion and congratulate her. But from the outside, based on report courts, she appears to be doing a respectable job of trying to protect Wendy's rights. When this whole legal guardianship thing started, people thought it was going to end up like the toxic conservatorship that they had Britney Spears under. Interest with this lawsuit, but once more, we can't truly know what people's true motivations are, so only time will tell. Wendy's family isn't convinced though, and they think she should be under their care, but there's still a chance that they will trash everything she left behind, including Liv's extravagant lifestyle on his mother's money, even though Wendy loves and wants him. He doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who knows how to manage assets or uphold the legacy his mother has created, even though he wants the best life has to offer. Kevin Jr. has been defending himself against all of the accusations that he has been squandering his mother's fortune, claiming that his mother has never been a frugal person and that all of his purchases were approved by her.
I've never taken it without her concern. I've always spoken to her, and she's always wanted me to spend her money.
I've got so much money. I want it for my son.
I want to give some love to my son, Kevin. It's me and you, kid.
And you're a child, and we understand that, but occasionally you need to use discretion and common sense. Just because your mother is wealthy and tells you to go out and enjoy yourself doesn't mean you should, especially now that she is unable to work and live carefree. Kevin isn't yet prepared to deal with everything, and his broke parasite leech of an unfaithful father won't be much help. Assist either, and people aren't particularly pleased with Wendy's current circumstances. Nobody deserves this diagnosis, and it's essentially Wendy's last one. Alzheimer's disease is among the diseases that are up there. Her memory fades quickly, the present is a complete mess, and the future presents a depressing way to pass away. Wendy Williams has always been a formidable figure, so it's upsetting to learn that she is now dealing with such difficulties. As well as a quote, "Do you think her legal guardian was right to file that lawsuit and that her son should have full access to her wealth?" Please share your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. As for the Wendy Williams documentary, I really didn't enjoy it. It was extremely exploitative and depressing, as if she was still Wendy, but only reflected the vessel she once was. I hope and pray she recovers.